little kitty.
I got too many feet.
You got too many feet?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just 1, 2, 3. And just 1, 2, 3 feet.
3 feet?
Yeah. This is my feet.
Okay. Meow, meow. Good morning, family. Welcome to the weekend. We are so excited to have you guys spending your weekend with us. Today we got some fun stuff lined up. We're going to be doing a experiment. So Kai's going to be going back to school next week, and we have a lot that we can say about that. And we'll probably talk a little bit about that later, just about like our decision and like her going back to school. But we are going to be sending her back to school. And before we send her back to school, we are going to be doing an experiment to kind of get her ready for school and talk a little bit about germs. But before we get started, Calvin is going to go cut the grass. He's sitting over here in his bonnet playing video games. Calvin, say hey.
Hey.
And Kai's right here. Say hey. So you're getting ready to go cut the grass.
Yep.
How's your hair journey going?
It's going all right, I guess. I'm not sure if it's working, and I just feel a little bit better in the mornings, but still.
Like, what do you mean feel a little bit better?
Like it's softer and easier to comb, but by the end of the day, it's still curled back up. And maybe part of it is me playing with it a little bit while I'm working. Sometimes I scratch my head when I'm thinking. So that may be part of it. But, I've been reading some things that I need to start putting water in my hair and combing it in the evenings as well. Just to help.
Doing that hair research.
Yeah. So I'm trying to start doing that a little more often. See if that helps.
All right. Well, I'm going to get Kai dressed. Kai, where are you going?
I'm going with Daddy.
Your shoes are not on the right feet. And Kai, Daddy is going to cut the grass.
Wait for me.
Well, you got to put some clothes on. We got to get dressed for today so we can get ready to do some fun.
No.
You can't go with Daddy, Kai.
Yeah.
Ask Daddy.
You go with you.
Not for this, Kai. I gotta cut the grass. And knives on the bottom that go vroom, 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 and it can hurt you. So I don't want you out there when I'm cutting the grass, okay?
I want it there. I want it there on the stairs.
Are you gonna stay on the stairs?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't watch you and cut the grass, okay?
Kai, we will go outside later, okay? First, we got to put some clothes on, okay?
Wait.
I can't wait, Kai. I'm about to go put some pants on so that I don't get grass all over myself, and I'm gonna head outside, okay?
Don't.
All right?
Don't.
The faster I get the grass cut, the faster I can come back in and play and hang out, okay?
No.
All right.
All right, have fun, babe.
All right.
Come on, Kai. Oh, Gambit, you're not going outside either, dude. Gambit! Nobody listens around here. Are you trying to attack me? Ugh! No attacking your mama! Hey! Hey! Ugh! To the groomers this week, you guys. He looks so young. He hadn't been to the groomer since before quarantine, so it's been over 4 months. I don't know how long it had been before quarantine started, but it's been a while. And he was starting to get smelly, but he smells nice and fresh. Looking all young because he was growing a beard out like Calvin.
One. A doctor is a two. Chicks. A da. It's three. A seven. A tota.
Oh, you doing a Spanish too?
Yeah.
Okay.
6. 5. A 4. That's da. 5. Oh, 6. Boots.
So the book Kai was just reading is in English and Spanish. And when we read it to her, we read both. So she always tries to read both languages whenever she reads a book that has 2 languages in it. So it's always fun. She always has so much passion with her Spanish translations.
Good. Thank you for the day. Amen. Time to eat. Piggy eating food.
They eating food?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm getting ready for night.
Okay.
I brushed my teeth and floss and washed my face. Now I'm all clean.
Great. So we're getting ready to do an experiment. I guess it's not really an experiment, more of an activity. And so I don't know. So, like I said earlier, Kai's going to be going back to school. And one thing we've been talking to Kai a lot about is germs. Do you have germs?
No.
So we've been talking a lot about germs. And like I said, we'll talk more about just like her going back to school. Probably later, me and Calvin will sit down and talk to you guys. But
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I just say yeah.
Okay, come here so you can so we can show them what we're doing. I used to work at a summer camp, and one thing we used to do at camp is we would do a hand washing experiment with the kids. So we have this stuff called Glo Germ. It is simulated germs. So it's just kind of like a lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a lotion that you rub all over your hands. And then we have the black light. So then you shine the black light on your hands and you can see the germs. And then you can wash your hands and see if you were a good hand washer and see if you got everything off of your hands. So come here, Kai. Get from behind there. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at Kai's hands clean. Let me see your hands. So if you see her hands, nothing's on her hands. Her hands are clean. All right, so her hands are clean. Show Daddy you got clean hands.
I got clean hands. No, mine's in the hole.
Okay, so now we take this lotion. You got to shake it.
Put that down, okay?
Hold on. All right, so it's just like white lotion. So we're going to take some. Rub it all over your hands, Kai. All over your hands, all over. And I'm actually going to put some on my hands and help
I'm
her.
dirty.
Well, we'll see.
Rub it in.
Rub it all over. And then we'll be able to see it all under the light. Okay, rub it in.
Keep rubbing.
All right, so now we have rubbed it all in. And now we're going to show you what the germs look like on Kai's hands.
I want to turn the light off.
Turn the light. Okay, Calvin, turn the light off. She has rubbed it everywhere.
Barco.
You see the germs?
See the barco?
Yeah, those are germs.
Yeah.
Are germs good or yucky?
Yucky.
So look at how yucky your hands are. So now we're going to see how good Kai is at washing her hands. We're not going to help her at all. We're going to see if she can wash her hands, and then we'll come back and show you what her hands look like after she has cleaned them, okay? All right, Kai, wash your hands like Mommy and Daddy have shown you how to do. Okay, let's dry your hands off. Stand up. And then we'll see how well you did at cleaning your hands. Let's see. Mommy will help you dry. Alright guys, so that was Kai washing her hands all by herself. Nobody helped her. It was a little fast, I think. So let's see if she was able to get the germs. Do you think you got your hands all clean?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Turn the light off. So I don't know if you guys can see, but her palms of her hands are mostly clean. But flip your hands over, Kai. But she still has a lot of germs on the back of her hand and around her fingernail beds. You see how it's glowing, Kai, around your fingernails? Yeah. Those are all the germs that you didn't get off. Did you wash your fingernails?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. And then we already know she had it up her arm, so it's still kind of on her arms. You want to get the germs off, Kai? So you got to try washing again. Let's try washing while the light is on. And you can see there are germs all around the sink. So still germy.
No, not germy.
Not too germy, but still got lots of germs. Now Kai is off spreading germs all around the house. I am going to see how good I am at washing my hands. I think it's Velcro to her head. It's still Velcro to her head, Calvin. And then we will see how I did. Calvin, how do you think I did?
I think you did all right.
You think you could do better?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Oh.
Your technique was a little off. Saw some flaws in that.
Some flaws. Same, but look at how much stuff is all around the sink, y'all. Just germs everywhere. from where we washed. So here's my hand. I missed right there. The palms of my hands are clean. There's a little spot on my finger. My wrist I missed. And my fingernails similar to Kai. Let's check my other hand. Fingernails. My wrist again.
And look at me.
Look at you.
I got some more.
Yep. Alright guys, it is Calvin's turn. We're gonna see if he can get his hands cleaner than mine and Kai's. Even though I think now that he has seen that like both of us are leaving like our fingernails, I think he has an unfair advantage to like know to like really scrub those spots, but we'll see what happens. Alright Calvin, your turn.
Alright, time to dry. That's a technique you use when you don't want to waste paper towels. Fling off as much as you can first, and then do the paper towel. And you only need half a sheet versus a full. Quarantine economy. Alright, hands are dry. Moment of truth. Okay, so looks like there's a few little spots that I missed here and there.
Oh, like in between your fingers too.
In between tips of my fingers, the knuckles.
Your calluses.
Yeah, those things are rough. Yeah, same on here with my knuckles. In between my fingers.
But you did a little bit better job of your nails, I think, than we did. Because you cheated. You cheated.
I also did a better job around my wrist.
Yeah, that's because those were my like mess ups. So you cheated.
Fingers.
Yeah, but you missed out on some spots that we got clean. So, all right, good job. Hey y'all, I know earlier I mentioned to you guys that Kai is going back to school. So Calvin and I are just sitting on the couch. Kai's down for her nap. Always a great time to try and get stuff done. But we just wanted to talk a little bit about Kai going back to school. So Kai's been out of school since March. When COVID first started, the school didn't close right away. And so she was one of the last kids to stop going to school. We kept sending her.
So I don't think she was the only kid, but there wasn't many kids there when I went to go pick her up or when I went to drop her off, but she was not the only kid.
After school closed, we kept her home, and so she's been home now for, 4 months?
Yeah, since like the mid to end of March, yep.
Yeah. So, about a month ago, we got a email from the school. So, since she's been home, we haven't had to pay tuition. She hasn't lost her spot or anything like that, which has been great because it saved us some money. And so, the school actually opened back up in May. And so, we decided to keep her home because we were both home. It's saving us money. It was fine. And then we got this email about a month ago saying that there were 3 options. So option 1, you have to come back to school, start paying. Option 2, don't come back to school, but if you want your spot, you need to pay. And then option 3 was lose your spot and get on the waiting list. We had opted at the time, was like, we're not about to pay and not send her to school. That seems crazy. We don't have the money to be able to do that. And then the waiting list, we gave up her spot once before when she was an infant, and then we were on the waiting list for 2 years. So she just started at the school this past October when she turned 2. So that didn't seem like the best choice either. So at that point, we're planning on sending her to school. We're like, okay. And she's really been missing friends. Like, she's really been missing her friends. She's been talking a lot about kids. She's been like packing backpacks and trying to like go to school and walk out the house. So we really want her to be able to go. But then this week, we got another email. And this email was like reneging on what the first email had said.
Things were happening and how they were starting to slow down, reopening across the state, across the country, that they weren't going to try and force people to come back. And so if you did not want to bring your child back, you didn't have to at this current moment. And if you did want to bring them back and you wanted to remove them later on, just had to give them a 2-week notice, and then they would let you remove your child without having to pay and without losing your spot.
So that's cool. But at this point, we've already been talking to Kai, like, would you say, like, for a couple of weeks now?
Yeah.
Just about going back to school. And she's so excited. So I didn't feel like we should not send her, now that not sending her won't like cost us her spot or a loss of like income. But I just feel like since we'd already been having this conversation with her and she's been really excited, that we should still send her to school. And I think like they've been doing a lot of precautions and things since the school's been open. So since they've been having kids back since like mid-May, like I said, and they haven't had any issues of coronavirus or anything like that. But I did feel a little nervous about it. I think it's just with everything going on in the world, does feel kind of scary about like, is this the right decision?
I'm okay with the decision that we made because neither one of us are high risk. Kai isn't high risk. So at worst, we'll get something and have to keep her at home again and basically do what we've been doing for the past few months. But the only other thing would be not letting people come visit. So I'm okay with the decision to let her go to school. I think the teachers are being safe, and the school itself has been, even before COVID, has been very good about telling us what they've been in contact with, what things that they've been around. Like if a kid coughs too many times, they'll send an email saying that your kid has been exposed to coughing in their classroom or any classroom. So not even there, we get updates for all the classrooms.
Even if they were like on the playground together, like, oh, like this classroom and that classroom play outside together, like, you know, that like a kid in this class was coughing or threw up. Like this school like communicates everything. And so with the update, they also said that like if a kid is coughing, the kid has to go home. Temperature, of course, kid has to go home. So they've been doing a lot of precautions. So I think, you know, I saw a thing the other day on, I think it was probably on Facebook or something. Hold on, my eyeball is itching. All right. So I saw a thing on Facebook the other day that had like, I think it was probably in like a mom group that I'm in or something. And it was talking about like, if you send your kid back to school, you're a good mom. If you homeschool your kid, you're a good mom. If you know, virtually do school, you're a good mom. And it had like all these different things just to say that like, no matter your decision, like that doesn't mean something negative about you. Like you're doing the best that you can. And I think like right now, Kai needs to be around other kids. If things do like have like a big flare up again, then she would have had some time around some kids. And it also gives, Calvin's going to be working from home until at least January, he recently found out. And so that gives him time to work. And then with me, with starting my organization, the last couple of weeks, I haven't really been moving forward just because I've been spending a lot of time with Kai. And then when Kai is taking her nap, like now, that's really the main time where I have to like do work. And just with, I don't know, life has been kind of like stressful right now. So I've been using that time for other things. But with her being gone throughout the day, that gives us the opportunity to keep the house a little cleaner. It gives us some like alone time because I'm missing dates, y'all. I'm missing like just us. It hasn't been just us in 4 months. Yeah. So it'll give us some time to just hang out and spend some time together, clean the house, get work done on both of our parts. So I don't know. I think it's just a good decision, I guess. A hard decision. But I think for now we'll send her and then we'll see how long we'll keep her there.
I think it's a good time for her to be more active. Here, she just sits down, gets bored, and we're like, well, sit down, do this, relax. And I think that because she's not active, not doing a lot of things, she wants to do a lot of things, and it's causing her to not listen, to run around and go hide, because her not listening is getting our attention, is what I'm thinking. And it forces us to have to do stuff with her. So I just want her to, have a little bit more time to be more active, run around, hang out. And I think when she gets home, she'll be a little bit more calmer, ready to listen, because she got to do those things. And she's hopefully coming home is her cool down to get her ready for dinner, getting, bath, getting ready for nap, or getting ready for bed.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That makes perfect sense because I agree. I think she's getting in trouble a lot more at home. I think weekends, like when we record, are typically good because we have stuff like specifically planned for her.
Mm-hmm.
But I think during the week it's harder because we're trying to do things, and I think she is spending a lot more time in time out, and it's more of us like yelling at her to sit down or stop doing something. So I agree, like giving her that space so that she has like a lot of energy, and so not wanting her to feel like she's always in trouble, but like having her to have a space to appropriately get her energy out and spend time with some friends. So yeah, so we just wanted to let you guys know because I know right now there's a lot of controversy, a lot of things in the media just around like school, especially for older kids, and with different states trying to figure out, states and cities trying to figure out what they're going to do for the school year. And I know I've been talking to a lot of my friends who are administrators and teachers at schools about like tough decisions they're having to make. And so while Kai is a lot younger, we have been thinking about like what's going to be best for her.
Yeah, exactly what you were saying. We're trying to figure out what's best for her, and I think going to school would be best for her, and it wouldn't put us at too much of a risk, because even if we do get it, we're less likely to die from it or get too sick, and we're able to stay at home and we're not around other family members or something, other people coming to visit us too often. So yeah, if something does happen, we can easily quarantine and not worry about somebody surprise visiting or any of that. We would just be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she needs that time around friends and other people so that she can socialize. She's a social one.
Yes.
Unlike me.
Yeah. Unlike you. So who's she like?
Her mama.
What? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. And then there are people who have been sending their kids to daycare since this whole thing has happened. Kai has cousins who have been in daycare the whole time, and cousins who went back a month or so ago. So we're feeling good about it. yeah, so today we just wanted to do like a double check, and it seems like we need a little bit of work to do with that hand washing. So we are helping her understand what's going on, and make sure that like while she's at school, she is able to do the best she can to, um, you know, keep herself safe and, you know, keep us safe when she comes home. So that's about it. We just want to take a little midday break to check in.
And it's graduation time.
It's congratulation time?
Yeah. I
What?
can't wait for my own birthday.
Your birthday?
Yeah.
When?
It's graduation time.
And congratulations time?
I can't wait for my own birthday. Be so excited.
When's your birthday?
October the 5th.
We have been doing a lot of virtual like graduations and birthday parties and all types of stuff like that. So
Yeah.
so everything like that is called, what's it called?
Party.
Party. And then what do we say at parties? Hallelujah! That's what we say at parties.
Yeah.
We say hallelujah at parties, y'all, I guess.